Watch this.
Rosie
Name the players on the team.
Don't do this.
So you're a man of many names. You've been called Palafaker, you've been called a genius midfielder, and your teammates sometimes call you Christian, which is your name.
Yeah.
So which one's your favorite out of the three?
I like the genius midfielder just because it's pretty funny, you know?
I think it was pretty unique. I've never heard anything like it.
Yeah.
So Shopify is actually partially owned by Ludwig, and speaking of names, I have a clip to show you.
Watch this.
Rosie
Name the players on the team.
Don't do this. It's earned.
So what are your thoughts on your owner not knowing your name?
I mean, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure he just watches out of entertainment. Like, I think, I don't really care, but it's just fun to have like an owner that's like actually a part of the scene and like cares a bit more. Because I'm sure like when I was on Golden Guardians or like a part of any other org, like the owner didn't know my name either, you know?
That is a good point, honestly. Have
Yeah.
you ever watched a Ludwig stream? Like, have you watched him play League?
I have, and I mean he's definitely.
Well, how was the experience?
It's funny. It's pretty funny to watch, yeah.
Funny?
I mean, it's more like, you know, like when I played, I was like, damn, I was never like that. But I didn't realize some people were, you know. Like, I just meant like, mechanically he's like, you know.
Unique.
Unique, yeah.
Yeah,
he's
for sure.
mechanically unique.
So, funny enough, you tweeted almost exactly a year ago, call me daddy at APA. So, after the conclusion of today's series, who's daddy, would you say?
I mean, did anything even happen in the game? I was kind of like...
I feel it's like just team fights, honestly. I don't think anyone really got...
Yeah, I mean, it looks like APA stepped up to even footing. He's good in lane. The second game was like, he uber messed up early lane, and then like, I was split between punishing my lane and helping the jungle. Because
Is that like level 2? Or?
Yeah, he was already
Ever.
2 pods down, level 2 half HP, so I was like, I really wanted to play to punish my lane, and then I was like, oh, I need to help jungle, and then like, I can't help jungle because of like bot situation, so I ended up just like not punishing my lane and not helping jungle, and I was like, oh. Well.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, I feel like it ended up then kind of saving him.
Yeah, I kind of like literally let him breathe. He got a free base off it eventually. But.
And that kind of nullifies the point of getting him that low in the first place.
Yeah.
So, you have someone who talks pretty highly of Fearless, but what are your thoughts on now going back to a double round robin with, I believe it's regular drafting? So what are your thoughts on how Shopify will adapt into Split 2?
Like, truthfully, I don't really care about the format. I think it's more that as a team right now, we're lacking, like, confidence. And I think you can kind of see it on stage. Like, I think Umpty was, like, playing in our face. We weren't really hitting him, and, like, we were a bit scared. I think a lot of our engages don't really make sense. And when I say don't make sense, I just mean, like, we're engaging on supportive characters, and we're not saving our
Ultis.
like ultis or anything for their carries, right? And when we do go on their carries, we're not like making it hard for them to peel back. We're kind of just like
letting them go.
How do I put it? We're overreaching when we're going on their carries,
okay.
So it's very easy for them to react and just like play the fight out, right? Whereas like, let's say I'm playing like against like a good or a confident team. If somebody's walking in front of you, you're gonna just be like, let's hit them. Like they're griefing, let's hit them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on right now.
So then, would you say a lot of the improvement we can expect to see would then be more team-sided and communication-sided?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Fearless, originally when they announced it, I thought we were going to see a total shakeup of drafting and play style, but I think it's pretty much the same game. It's just you're not playing the same two matchups the entire series.
Yeah, I mean, that's mostly it. They just didn't want, like, Azir Corki, pretty much, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like Azir Corki?
No.
If you have to pick a side.
I think Azir is fun, but I don't think Azir Corki meta is that fun. It's not really that exciting.
When they took out package, do you think that made Corki less fun or more fun?
I think it made it more fun because with the package you were saying hands up for 5 minutes and then you grabbed it and had ultimate prio, was going to win every single fight no matter what.
It was kind of game breaking, yeah. So they aired a piece of content before your game started on, I think it was like Love It or Hate It. And you said you hate Mel. And I wanted to share my experiences with Mel. So I'm a pretty like calm person. And I was playing an ARM 2 days ago. I played Yone into Mel. And for the first time in 2 years, I slammed my keyboard.
Yeah?
Have you had like an experience like that with Mel?
I mean, I played Mel. I had some like funny moments, but a lot of my frustration with Mel comes from people not really understanding how to play against her, and then like they mess up their lane, and then suddenly Mel's like some monster that should never have been this strong.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen like Talia ult deflected. My teammate had a Maokai ult deflected, which I think is, if I say what I think, I might get suspended. But so, what is the worst thing you've seen then playing against Mel and solo queue?
I think it's the Talia ult. That it's like so annoying to play against, like in a team fight, right? As a carry, imagine I'm like Talia ulting in on my wall, and then it gets deflected. It's like some V shape, and now it's like I'm literally just sectioned off of the
stuck,
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if I break my wall, half the time I don't actually want to be going that way. So yeah.
So now you guys have a bit of a break between the start of Split 2. I think someone had tweeted that the break between Split 1 and Split 2 is actually less time than Spring versus Summer Split. So what do you plan to do for the next couple months to make sure you stay in shape?
I mean, I'm just gonna playing solo queue, streaming, and kind of like I think we're gonna be scrimming for most of the time too, because we were playing with Zazel this split because Seos was having these issues, so we need to like kind of like onboard Seos a bit more because we haven't really scrimmed with him at all.
Yeah, I talked to Fudge, I believe, last week, and he said the addition of Seos is going to change the team too much, but he does have some strengths. What do you envision would be the most drastic difference for Shopify then?
I think Seos' addition will change Shopify a lot, actually. I think I just think he's like a really, really good player, and he's really consistent. And right now we have a lot of talking on the team, so it's like hard for us to think. So like I think Seos is like a bit more quiet, but when he talks, it's like it's more like clear about what like he wants to do, or if like an engage looks good, so we can like have more time to think as like carries and stuff.
So you say he doesn't really like crowd the comms. He says like really important stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, and I mean, now that you guys are, like I said, going back into a double round robin, this is more of your guys', I guess, repertoire. You guys have played this more before. Where do you think then you potentially rank against the other teams going into this next format?
I mean, I really think anybody can beat anyone. I don't really think there's going to be like one team that's so much better than any other teams, right? I think even our scrim results against a lot of teams were just like 50-50.
Yeah.
And I think we had some bad days, but they were like a lot of people were just like really off or something. But whenever we were like even everyone was feeling like even okay, then our scrims were like very productive, even against top teams, as they are right now, right?
Yeah.
So like going into next round robin, I don't really think anyone's doing anything special. They're just like playing league, you know.
So you could see you guys contesting with some of the better teams.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So do you have any words for the fans or Ludwig?
For the fans, just thank you so much for supporting us. Sorry we couldn't get it done this time, but we're gonna come back and Split 2 stronger.
Nothing for Ludwig?
Let's play some League sometime.
Sounds good. Thank you, Palafox.
Thank you.